Hi, today I'm going to be doing a review on Anthony Zuiker's Dark Origins. This is the first book of the Level 26 series, and the second book is actually already out, but I don't have it yet. I'll have to get it soon. If you don't know who Anthony Zuiker is, he is the creator of CSI, so if you've watched CSI episodes, you'll kind of know the feeling of this book already, and it is somewhat like a CSI episode, except it's prolonged and it's a serial killer. So it's about this guy named Steve Dark, and he works for the FBI. Well, he's a very, very good detective. And a serial killer named Squeagle. He is just ruthless and he is crazy and he wants Dark's attention because Dark is the only one who's ever gotten close to catching him, and he just wants a challenge. He's the type of killer who is sort of, insane, but he's really smart. Like, he thinks about what he's doing. Squeagle is the only one in the level 26 category, and if you're wondering what a level 26 category is, apparently there's a scale for crimes, and it goes from level 1 to 25. Level 1 is the measly, like, stealing and whatever, and 25 is just, you're kind of crazy already, like killing people. But level 26 is just like, your target is anyone and anything that's moving, and you're just thinking about these psycho things. You're always 10 steps ahead of other people and stuff like that. That's how Squeagle is, which makes him a lot interesting for me. To be completely honest, I did not like the writing style of this book. I thought it was poorly written, actually. There were a lot of inconsistencies and redundancy in the words. Let's say, for example, in page 20, Anthony would use a word. Let's say, just this is on the top of my head, I remember this word, like he used it. He used the word jerking in one page, and then the page after that, someone would mention jerking again in his sentence or in his conversation with another person, and I just thought that was, bad, because you don't use the same word in the span of 2 pages. Let's say he already mentioned a description about this person on this page. He will mention that again in the next few chapters the same way, and he just keeps reminding you of what they look like. And some of the characters he kept repeating the description, they don't even matter really. I mean, like, they're not even the main characters, and throughout the story you think, oh, maybe they'll have like a significant role, and that's why he keeps repeating these descriptions, and they don't. So I was just so confused, like, what is this? So yeah, I didn't like that about the book. Also, like I mentioned earlier, there were a lot of inconsistencies because this is actually the very first book that I read that is a digi novel. Every few chapters or so, you can log on to the level26.com website, and you can watch the video that they have for you. So every few chapters, they give you a password in the book, and you type that in the website, and they'll show you what's going on. And, like, let's say Squeagle left a message, you'll be able to hear it. So it's very visual. Like, I know what Squeagle looks like, I know what Steve Dark looks like, and stuff like that. So yeah, I got to know what was happening a lot vividly because of the videos. So I think without them, though, I wouldn't have understood a lot because he doesn't describe very well the places and the people. So yeah, I think it's a good thing that he decided to make it a digi novel instead of just a normal novel. Being the creator of CSI, it is his style to have videos. So in the book, Steve Dark has a wife. His wife's name is Sibby, and Sibby's 8 months pregnant with their child. And in the book, it said that she did not know the gender of the child. Even Steve Dark didn't know the gender of the child because they didn't want to know. Like, they wanted it to be a surprise. Nearing the end of the book, she tells Steve Dark that she decorated the baby's room, and in the video, they show the room and it's the gender of the child, like they knew. So it was weird because the book said they didn't know. The video showed that Sibby did know, so I don't understand. What I liked about the book, though, is that it's very disturbing. I actually do not like torture. I I really am very scared of torture. So this book really creeped me out. Like, the first few chapters, I was already, like, kind of squirming a bit. I had to stop reading at times because I was just so scared, you know? Like, the things that Sweet Squeagle did, it was just crazy. Like, only a psycho would even think about those things, so I was really bothered. So overall, it's an okay book. I'm very excited to know what's next for Steve there's because the last video on here was crazy. Um, it's a cliffhanger, and I just want to know what's gonna happen next because for sure the next book will take place in Rome, and I'm kind of excited to know what happens there. So yeah, I do recommend that you read this book. I'm not saying it's an A++ book, but at the same time, it's not bad either. As you can tell from my review, it's a so-so book. I think the reason why I'm very hesitant to give it a higher rating is because of the way it was written. Writing style is very important to me, but what won me over, I think, is that it's very intense and it's very graphic. This was really a change of pace in the things I'm reading now, and I have not read a thriller novel in a while, so yeah, I think you should definitely try it out, because maybe I'm the only one who thinks this is badly written. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.